going to be a great night. We've got lots of things that are going to be happening, just boom, 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 one thing after another. But we're so glad you've joined us, and trying to say hey to everybody who we see has joined us there. Make sure to get your name up there, make some good positive comments, and your name will go in a draw for a £10 Amazon gift voucher at the end.
And if you think that tonight's show is rubbish, then you might absolutely be correct, because we have behind us a big steaming pile of rubbish. So that's hopefully the only rubbish of the night.
And it might give you a clue on what our theme is about tonight. So, how about if we go over to Robert?
Yep.
For
the news report. Woo!
Hello everybody, thanks for joining us tonight. We are going to go over some EXP news to start. It's great to have you with us. I do have a guest in the office, socially distanced, but we'll introduce you to them a wee bit later. Fantastic. So to start with some EXP news, Amelie joined through lockdown the Helensburgh Youth Forum called GIVE, the GIVE program, and she got 210 points by her volunteering hours. And that means she got second place, or the second most points in her group. So very well done, Amelie. She ended up Amazon She's welcome. And she's also got a cold, but that's probably from walking in the rain the other day. That's a wee shame. Unlucky Amelie. But well done. That's awesome. Next on the EXP news, we are starting small group gatherings as government restrictions are easing a little bit, which is fantastic. We are able to do some outside stuff, and potentially over the next month or two, starting some inside stuff. So we will keep you updated, and there'll be plenty of opportunities to get involved. So do so if you wish. Now, you're probably sick of hearing my voice already, so we're going to jump over to a video from one of our very own young people, Minnie Jade. Minnie Jade has been taking part in the Girls D group, and she's got a little video explaining what they've been doing. So over to Jade. Fantastic. That's an awesome video, Jade. Well done. That's lovely. So we're going to jump on with some weird news. First weird news story is of a boy called Samir. Now, what came out of Samir's nose after 2 years? Well, let me tell you, this was on BBC News. It was a big, big story. He's a young boy from New Zealand. And 2 years ago, in 2018, he put a Lego hand up his nose. And doctors said the Lego would pass through naturally, naturally as it would. However, last week, Samir blew his nose after eating a muffin, which irritated his nose, and he just sneezed it right out onto the toilet tissue. Samir's dad was very, very impressed. Not impressed, I think more concerned that a Lego hand had been in his nose for so long without realising. But glad Samir's okay. Fantastic. Next up, Ardentiny Council. Ardentiny Community Council have had enough of your rubbish. They've managed to fill an entire skip, which should be shown on your screen right now, with leftover rubbish. So the message is quite clear. Clear up after yourself. Not even out at Ardentiny, but wherever you go, if you are taking rubbish with you, put it in a bin. I see all too often people throwing their rubbish to the side of the street, expecting someone to come and pick it up, and it's just madness. Next and last story we have is of Popo the penguin. So Nottingham police have caught a penguin reportedly plodding up the street in the early hours of the morning last week. Popo didn't have much to say when questioned on what he was doing. However, apparently he had escaped from his enclosure at a local farm, which is crazy to me. A bit of Madagascar madness going on there. But Popo has been returned safely, which is good. Now, I am going to jump back over and give it to Gordon and Sue as they continue. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks very much. Okay.
Thanks for all that fun and exciting news there. Yeah, we all need to do our job picking up the rubbish around us that we create and leave. We should always take it away, and even pick up that little bit extra that maybe somebody's left behind.
Okay, so we've got our EXP Online T-shirts. Susan has one on, and they've got the classic Wi-Fi logo there and all the event stuff. So remember that if you've been involved, School of Music, Kickstart, anybody, then you should be getting, or you should have your T-shirt. If anybody wants one, then just tell them to get involved with any of the EXP Online activities.
Fantastic.
Do you know what? Do you know how we were thinking about rubbish, and we're thinking about maybe recycling things?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I thought that I would let everybody know just how proud you are of the fact that I don't like to throw things away just willy-nilly. You know, I don't have a disposable kind of culture. Is that true? And you're so proud of that.
I wouldn't class you as a hoarder.
No.
I wouldn't class him as a hoarder, but he is a keeper, you know. Although if he were to come home from a day at work and I was wanting to wash the clothes he was wearing, I would have to check the pockets thoroughly because they're always full of stuff, usually rubbish, because he won't litter. But what's this?
So for instance, I thought I would bring this T-shirt that I have from my drawer, which I haven't really wanted to throw out, even although I got this on the Yes Tour in 1991, which makes it 29 years old. A 29-year-old T-shirt. Yeah, and also I was just kind of looking at the fact that I have this printout of this email that's dated the year 2000, which is a 20-year-old email. So I just don't like to throw things away. I think it's good. They might be useful at one point in the future. So I just thought I would share that with everybody here. I have to let you know, this is the first time I've actually seen him put that T-shirt on. And I have no idea what's in that email. So, you know. Anyway, on with the news. Kudos to you. So as I said earlier, if you're here, if you're watching, make a comment so we know you're there and we can get your name in the draw for a £10 Amazon voucher at the end of the show tonight. And as always, we're looking for suggestions. Yes, it is indeed older than you. Probably, Nathan, it's older than pretty well everybody here apart from Susan and I. And it's showing its age, believe me. You're seeing the best bit of it. And if you've got any suggestions for a green screen background to finish the show, let us know. We've had some good ones over the past weeks. So pop your suggestions out on the screen, and that would be great. Okie-doke. Fantastic. So we have got a new video. I mean, we had Jade's there, which was great. Well done, Jade. Really appreciated that effort. But we've got another new video to go with our theme for tonight. So we want you to sit back and enjoy the next couple of minutes of a new and exciting theme tune for our show tonight.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. It's very easy to do. It's simple to remember. Recycle what you use. Separate glass and paper. Separate plastic and tin. Then put them in their places in the recycling bin. Plastic with plastic. Paper with paper. Tin with tin. And glass with glass. reduce, reuse, recycle. It's very easy to do. It's simple to remember. Recycle what you use. Separate glass and paper. Separate plastic and tin. Then put them in their places in the recycling bin. Good for you.
Good for you.
Fantastic. Hopefully you've enjoyed that one as much as you enjoyed the wishy-washy one as well.
There we go. There's Amelie. That's all Amelie's got to say to us tonight. Yeah.
So we are in nursery now.
Life is just one big nursery, Amelie. You will learn that once you leave school.
Absolutely.
It doesn't change.
And enjoy it while it does last.
Yeah.
Good reminders for us all, though. So what we're going to do next is we're going to move on to our first game for the night.
Yes,
And
indeed.
I'll explain this game. Basically, it's a memory game. What we're going to do is I'm going to show several items on the screen for our special guest who will be joining us. And that special guest is going to be Cameron Priest. And Cameron is going to try to remember as many of these things as he can. Once I've shown them all, he's going to get a countdown to try to see how many of them he can rename. While he's doing that, the picture of that will show up on your screen, guys, so you'll get to keep me right and him right in the end. But don't put the answers
No telling.
in the comments, okay? Let's see what Cameron can do. So let's dial in Cameron.
Just doing it. Just knew it. Hey,
Hello.
Cameron. Right. Before we
Cameron.
reveal Cameron, we have to actually just play the theme song for the. Here we go.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Memory, have you got enough brain cells to remember the items that you've seen on the screen? Will your heat burst and brain juice flat all over the walls? Memory madness has begun.
Well, welcome. Not there we go. Let's change the camera. Can we get Cameron?
Yes, welcome, Cameron.
Hello.
We're glad to have you joining us tonight. So, do you understand the game and how it's going to be played?
Yes, yes.
Fantastic. I'm going to start showing you some items, Cameron, quite quickly. And then we're going to give you a bit of a countdown, and you need to tell us what items you can remember. And let's see how well your memory is tonight. Okay, so here
Okay.
we go. Item number 1.
Okay.
Right, Cameron. Have you got all that?
As much as I'll probably be able to.
Fantastic. So what you don't know is we're going to put up a picture of all those items, one we prepared earlier for our viewers to be looking at while you start saying what you think they are.
Okay, go for it.
The countdown is beginning.
Oh,
Okay.
hang on. Oh. Wait, should we get a countdown? Okay.
Yep, countdown begins now.
Okay. Egg box. Glass bottle. Plastic bottle. Ritz box. Light bulb box. Heinz tomato soup tin.
Oh, not bad, Cameron, not bad. So,
We reckon
can you tell us, guys? Now you see the picture. What has Cameron missed out there? All right. He has said the Ritz box. He has said the egg box. He said the light bulbs, the glass bottle and the plastic bottle, Lemsip, and the tin of tomato soup. Can any of you put up there from what you see what he's missed? Oh, May's joined us. Hi, May. Right, so out of the items, Cameron, you missed the paracetamol,
Oh, Emily, well done. The waffle cones.
the waffle cones. Anybody else? Eleanor's got the next one. Yep, and Nathan, the Lenore, lint roller, Nathan.
And the book.
A
the booklet.
book. Fantastic. Well done. Cameron, thank you for joining us. We'll have another round of that with another
So
guest
what was the score then?
later
Was
on.
that 7?
So Cameron got 7. Let me double check it. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7
That's not bad.
out of 11. That's very
That's
good.
actually very decent.
Excellent.
Fantastic. Thanks for playing,
Fantastic.
Cameron. We'll see you later.
Thank you for inviting me.
Okay,
See you later.
excellent. Enjoy.
Bye.
Okay. So, shall we... we're going over to Robert. Roberto, are you there?
Hello.
Oh,
I am here with our
It's
guest.
Rowan and Robert. Robert, you've got another game for us, don't you?
I do have another game. So as you'll see, I've got Rowan in the office, nice and social distant. That's why we are a bit further away, and hopefully you can hear us okay. But the game we are going to be playing today with ourselves is a logo game. So we are going to hold up a recycling logo, and you in the comments need to tell us what that logo means. You need to be specific, and if you get it right, you get a point. And if no one gets it, we will explain. Either way, we'll explain what it is. But you need to guess in the comments. You need to be the first person to tell us what that logo means. And if you can go in depth, please do. Okay. So me and Rowan are going to take it in turns to hold up a logo, and the person who's not holding the logo will explain. But we'll give you, because there's a bit of a lag, about a 30-second lag from us talking, we will hold the logo up for a wee bit, and we'll have a look out in the comments. So Rowan, why don't you hold that first logo up? Nice. We'll bring it a bit closer. Nice. So you guys tell us in the comments what that logo means. This one's quite self-explanatory, if you hadn't noticed. So we'll keep an eye on. What does this logo mean? Now, all these logos are recycling related. If you haven't guessed the theme tonight, it is recycling and rubbish. If you hadn't guessed the theme already, then we've given that away. Who can tell us? Emily said reuse. Okay, interesting. Any other thoughts? What does this logo mean when it's on a packaging? Am I saying recycle? May's thinking reusable. We're getting a lot of reusers. Okay, so this logo specifically means widely recycled rinse. So if this was on your packaging, it would mean widely recycled rinse. So what it means is you should rinse packaging, for example, food trays. That ensures that no food residue doesn't contaminate other materials when they're being recycled, particularly if they are collected together with paper. So when this logo is on your packaging, it means that you need to rinse the packaging before recycling it. Because if there's anything on there when it gets recycled with paper, for example, it could contaminate that paper. It also helps to stop attracting vermin into the recycling sorting centres where people work. We don't want that. So let's have a look and see if anyone got that. Not specifically, so some good guesses there. Some good guesses. We're going to move on And this is a tricky one. So if anyone can tell me the name of this or what it's for, I'd be very impressed. Here we go. What is this logo for? And this is a tricky one. If you give us the name of the logo and the purpose of the logo, keep an eye out in the comments, and then Rowan will tell us a wee bit about it. Emily should know this. She was talking about it today. May says reusable. Okay. Nathan's saying plastic bottles. Interesting. Okay, good guess. Plastic recycling, Kieran's going for. Rowan, why don't you tell us what that is?
Okay, so this one was the green dot. The green dot does not necessarily mean that the packaging is recyclable, will be recycled, or has been recycled. It is a symbol used on packaging in some European countries and signifies that the producer has made a financial contribution towards the recovery on and recycling of packaging in Europe.
Wow. We're learning so much. Interesting. So it isn't, Rowan's learning a lot. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's recyclable. But as Rowan said, it just means that company's made a financial contribution. Fantastic. Rowan, why don't you hold up the third logo? We've not got any points so far. Can we go for this one? What do we think? May said she would not have gotten that. It's a tough one. I had to really go through them and figure it out. Emily's saying paper. Do we know the name of this logo? It's got a specific name. Kieran's going paper old school. So is Eleanor. Interesting. Okay, quite a few people got it right there. So we'll explain that just now. That is actually called the Mobius loop. And I'm sure a lot of us are learning that just now. The Mobius loop, that's what that's called. That symbol indicates that an object is capable of being recycled. So you were all right with the paper recycling. It is capable of being recycled, not that the object has been recycled or will be accepted in all recycling collection systems. Sometimes this symbol is used with a percentage figure in the middle to explain that the packaging contains X percentage of recycled materials. So that's called the Mobius loop. Wow, we've learned a lot. Okay, next up. Here we go. We're getting through these. Can anyone tell us what this symbol means? Emily got it right there with Mobius loop. I like that, Kieran. Triangle of folded arrows for the last one. Very nice. Do we know this one? Do we know the name? Pete. So it's just called Pete. Karen gets a wee point there for the wittiness. Can only be recycled once, May says. There's only one Pete involved in the production of this product. You can only recycle these. A lot of Pete-related jokes here. Eleanor has got it pretty much.
Woo!
Go for it. Well, Eleanor.
So this one was the plastic resin codes. This identifies the type of plastic resin used to make the item by providing a resin identification code. It's represented with a chasing arrow symbol surrounding a number between 1 and 7 that defines the resin used.
Very interesting. So Eleanor nearly hit the nail on the head there. Good job, Eleanor. Cheeky point. Awesome. So Rowan is now going to hold up the next symbol. That's perfect. Throw your guesses in. We need a bit of music over top. Good stuff. Remain saying it's magnetic. Stop stealing my kitchen bin with the giant magnet, Kieran. Love that. For tin and other magnetic metals, it is sorted using magnets. Emily played magnetic metal. Nice, Eleanor and Emily. So, this means recyclable steel. This symbol means that the product is made of steel, first of all. And all local authorities collect steel cans for recycling. Other steel or metal items can be taken to your household recycling centres. So if you've got that symbol on, it can be recycled. Take it to a recycling centre. Amazing. We are getting through. A couple more left. Can we guess this one? If you put your noggin to it, you'll be able to work it out. Recyclable aluminium, says Eleanor. She's got it spot on again. Eleanor either has very fast internet or she's just on the ball. But Olava's got it right there. Rowan, why don't you tell us what it's about?
Yeah, so this one's pretty simple. It's just recyclable aluminium. The symbol indicates that the item is made from recyclable aluminium.
Fantastic. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Rowan, why don't you hold up the next symbol? I love that joke there, Sheepy. I suppose Kieran was right, but perhaps it is stop stealing my bin. Oh, the patter's on point tonight. Alan is sitting right next to a router. Have we got any backing track? Nice. This one's quite easy, I would think. It says it on the logo. For the first person who wants to jump in. Widely recycled plastics. He is in there with the first point. Nice. Good effort, mate. So this means widely recycled. This label is applied to packaging that is collected by 75% or more of local authorities across the UK. For example, plastic bottles, but just not on plastics, it can be in other things. So fantastic. We are learning so much. Good point there, mate. You're on the scoreboard. What about this wee guy? We've all seen him before. What does this guy mean? Do we know the name for him? Eleanor May got it. Put your rubbish in the bin, plain and simple. Rowan, why don't you tell us a bit more about him?
So this one was Tidy Man. The symbol from Keep Britain Tidy asks you not to litter. It does not relate to recycling, but is a reminder to be a good citizen, disposing of the item in the most appropriate manner.
Hey, Robert, does he actually have a name? Is he called Binnett Bob?
He doesn't have a name, he's just called Tidy Man. But you know, Binnett
okay.
Bob might be more appropriate, Emily. If you want to pitch that to the government, they might take you up on that. That's quite nice. Or your local council. Put your face cloth in the laundry basket. I like that, Gordon. Very nice.
Thank you.
Rowan, why don't you hold up the next symbol? May and Eleanor got the first points there. Cameron, breaking news, man with hip split in two puts white material in a basket. Love that. Me saying the last guy was called Steve, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we can get fact check on that. That's right. Kieran's in there with the point. Glass recycling. Nice, Kieran. Okay, this symbol asks that you recycle the glass container. Please dispose of the glass bottles and jars in a bottle bank. There's loads littered around. Remembering to separate colours, or use your glass household recycling collection if you have one. Good effort, Rowan. Good holding. Kieran, you got the point there. Nice. You're catching up with Eleanor. Eleanor might nip this in the bag. The bin bag. Amazing. Right, next one. Here we go. Tell us what it is. No bins allowed here, not quite. No rubbish, not quite. Do not put in general waste, not quite. Electronics, Eleanor, you know you're recycling. Another point to Eleanor. Rowan, why don't you tell us what it's all about?
So this one was waste electricals. This symbol explains that you should not place the electrical item in the general waste. Electrical items can be recycled through a number of channels.
Nice. So don't just throw your electrical waste away. Put it in the appropriate way in your recycling centre. That's what that's saying. Okay, we're nearly done. Rowan, you're holding up the near last one. Here we go. Alan is quite right. You cannot put electronics in general waste. Although a lot of people do. It's really not good for the world. Ooh. Eleanor's got it there. And May. Aye. Eleanor and May got a point. Eleanor's flying. So this means biodegradable but compostable. So never place compostable plastic into the recycling with other plastics, as it is designed to break down. It cannot be recycled and contaminates recyclable plastics. Plastics that carry the symbol can be recycled with your garden waste through your local authority. So with your garden waste, it breaks down with that. It's quite natural. So keep that in mind if you see that symbol. Very good.
I have
Okay.
a fun fact to throw in here. Let's
Fun
see
fact.
if anyone can guess this one. How long does it take a banana peel to decompose when it's left outside? A banana peel. How long? Anybody have an idea? How long does it take a banana peel to decompose?
That'd be interesting because when I was at Ben Nevis the other day, there's literally a banana peel at every like 100 meters. There's banana peels all over the place.
You know, they did a report on that not that long ago because it actually is a problem because they take quite a long time to decompose. So let's see if anybody, are we getting some ideas up
Emily
there?
says 1 week.
Emily says 1 week. Kieran says 500 years. May 15 years.
I'm gonna say 6 months.
6 months. Oh, we got a 30 years from Eleanor there. Okay, guys, I'll quickly give you the answer and we'll move on to the next one. The answer is that it actually takes 2 years for a banana peel to biodegrade. So you can imagine bananas being left up Ben Nevis like that, Robert, collecting over 2 years. That would be quite a pile of banana skins, wouldn't it?
A lot of banana
There,
skins.
guys, bin those banana skins
Bin
in a
those
good
skins.
place. On you go.
Well, we've got our last symbol here. So here we go. Last symbol, and it's very self-explanatory. Very, very self-explanatory. I hope the lighting's okay. What does the symbol mean?
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Compostable. Eleanor again has fired in with a point. Rowan, why don't you tell us what that means?
So this one was home composting. Is that how you say that?
That is how you say it.
Okay.
Good effort.
In addition to the seedling symbol for industrial composting, you may see this one, which means that it's suitable to be home composted.
Nice. So if you're into a bit of home composting, that's how you get it done. Amazing. Well, that's all. And Eleanor has come out on top with a solid 6 points there. So well done, Eleanor. Tied in second, Kieran and May for 3 points each. Good effort, Eleanor.
Well done, guys. Here's another wee cheeky question to throw in here to everybody. You can put your answers in the comments while we're switching over here. But how many years do you think it takes a single aluminum can to decompose? How many years for a single aluminum can to decompose? I nearly said decompose there. Didn't you hear me?
I did see. I didn't see anything. Don't want to say anything.
Yeah, didn't want to say anything. Didn't want to mock me. So
No.
any guesses there?
What was it again? Can you say it?
I'm just waiting. They're starting to put up answers here. He's got rid of the funky music. So it's how many years does it take a single aluminum can, you know, your drinks cans, to decompose? Get some good guesses up here again. 65 years, 150 years, 500 years, 1,000 years. Pretty high, guys, but the answer is actually 80 to 100 years. Wow. One can. Fantastic. So we're going to move on and we're going to get our guests back here because
it's round 2 of Okay.
Right. So We've allowed these guys to team up for this round. You know how the game goes, right, guys? I'm going to show
Yeah, we
you
do.
some items one at a time quite quickly across the screen. You're going to get 30 seconds of a countdown to list as many as you can when that countdown starts. Okay, are you ready?
This is going to be embarrassing. Let's go.
It really is.
Okay. Face mask, paper plate, Tropicana, plastic cup, face mask. Plate, plastic, Tropicana, face mask. L'Oreal. Tropicana, plastic cup, face mask. L'Oreal. Tropicana, plastic cup, face mask. L'Oreal.
Okay,
Okay.
got it down pat. You've got a system going there, right?
Paper plate, Tropicana.
You do yours first, I'll do mine.
Yeah.
Okay, once the countdown starts, you may begin. You're going to put the picture up for our viewers.
Yeah.
Okay, ready,
Wait.
steady,
Yeah. Go.
go.
Paper plate, Tropicana, plastic cup, face mask.
Tin can.
Tim Hortons. Paper plate,
Milk carton.
milk carton, yeah.
Coca-Cola can.
L'Oreal box. Round got blank.
It's like
Come on,
there.
come on. Nearly there.
Round got blank.
Oh, we'll have to stop you there, guys. Good
Yeah,
effort.
stop.
Fantastic. Actually, you did really well together. Not quite fair to Cameron because there were two of you being able to throw things in there, but you did well. So you actually had
Did we?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 items to choose from. And out of the 12, you got
Hey.
8, nice.
8 items. So well done. That's just one more than Cameron. And maybe it goes to show that 2 heads are only slightly better than 1.
Or Robert and Rowan's heads.
Yeah, more like
Just better.
Can we? Any ideas what you
Might have
didn't
missed
get?
out.
Anybody from?
Cameron sulks in the corner. Anybody?
Crumb dressing.
Well, we
Rowan
have
just.
to. We have
Oh,
on a.
Crumb dressing.
Yep.
Yeah.
On a technicality, you said plastic cup. It's actually
Plastic.
paper. So
No way.
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
So
we're
couldn't
not
give that
giving
to
you
guys.
that. No way.
That's terrible.
The plastic seat, invisible bottle.
Did I not say plastic ball?
You,
Well,
you kind of forgot plastic bottle, but
oh.
and then
paper.
Newspaper. Yeah.
newspaper. Now, I wanted to end with the newspaper for a very good reason because Eleanor and Amelie have been volunteering at the Wildlife Rescue Center and they need newspapers. So, if you guys want to recycle your newspapers for a good use, then you could drop them off at the EXP office and we'll make sure that they get up to the Wild Animal Rescue Center. Small Animal Rescue Center, I think it is. Is that correct, Eleanor? Is it small animal? You tell everybody in the comments. So newspapers, bring them to the office. We'll put them to good use. Fantastic. Now,
Can I say my favourite joke of the week?
yes, please
Courtesy
do.
of Blair McComb, who is just a joke machine on Facebook. He just keeps sharing all these jokes. But my favourite one, I need a bit of interaction here.
Okay.
Okay. Doctor, I think I've got a phobia about the vertical axis.
Why?
Ah!
Did you get it? Okay, couple more things to move on with here, guys.
Sorry.
I think we can say goodbye to Robert
Yes.
and Big thanks to both of you for playing the game and
Thank you.
for being a guest tonight.
Thanks, Rowan.
Rowan, we'll hope you'll come back again and join us
Yeah.
at another time. But this isn't the end of the show, guys. We've got a few more things to do here, right? So there's been a lot of controversy about how one should wear one's face mask. And a lot of controversy about how one should take one face mask off. So we thought that I might just model this for you. And I'm going to get my assistant Gordon here to model as well. And one of the things you'll notice is that Gordon has what's called a single-use face mask. Now, the hint is in the name. It is really only meant to be used once, hence single-use face mask. And the proper way to wear that face mask is hooping over your ears and covering both your face and your nose.
Mouth and your nose.
Yes, your mouth. Thank you very much. Mouth and your nose with the mask. Now, it would be quite inappropriate for Gordon to wear his mask like this because it does absolutely no good for other people or for Gordon. And it would be even worse if Gordon walked around wearing his mask like this, because it doesn't do anybody any good either. Now, if Gordon were to take his mask off and put it in his pocket and use it again, he would be
Take
breaking
it off like this.
the rules.
Should I take it off like this?
We're going to get there. I'm not there yet. Because it is called a single-use mask, it should be taken off, Gordon, by your ear flaps and folded into itself like that, and then thrown into the bin, because any COVID-19 or other viruses that would be on it are going to be in the part that you fold together. And if you fold it together and bin it, it's going to cause nobody harm. But Gordon, could you put that back on for me a minute? Now, don't do this at home, folks. Single use, demonstration only. If you were to take your mask off, like some people do that way, and just rip it off their face, well, they might do it a bit more graciously than that. Any bacteria or viruses are on your hand from taking it off that way. Could you put it back on again? I'm sure the good folks are being entertained. Oh, even if Gordon took that off properly from the ears, and then just crumpled it up to throw it in the bin, there's a bit of a risk there. So when you take your mask off, single use or not, you should take it off here and you should fold it into itself to avoid the virus spreading. Okay?
It's really hard to actually fold this in because of the metal.
Yeah, it could be. So you just might need a finger there to give a wee bend to the metal. Okay, the idea is just not to manhandle it like that. Okay, and your cloth ones, guys, should be washed every night. Okay, so you might want to get a supply of them. Excellent. So a little bit of information there for you. Hardly no one throws them away. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Emily. I've seen ones that actually have dirt and grime on them, those single-use ones, and people just keep using them over and over again, and they really don't do the job then. So what we're going to do next is I am going to turn over to Gordon, because we have a special public announcement that has been slightly tweaked for your joyous entertainment.
Yeah, so don't run away, but enjoy
Yeah, we still have to draw the name from the hat.
the EXP version of this.
It's fun to wash your hands, and I know you understand. So we washy, clean, scrub, scrub.
Scrub, scrub.
We start with washing palm to palm. Between each finger, let us rub. Now the back of the hands, it's such a simple plan. We washy, clean, scrub, scrub. Then the base of the thumbs, one by one. Then the back of the fingers, this is fun. Don't forget your fingernails, it's about details. We washy, clean, scrub, scrub.
Scrub, scrub.
Now move on to the wrist, let us rub. I think
Well, that's certainly a lot better, wasn't it?
Some familiar faces there having a little bit of fun with our Scrub song. Gordon, could you please draw a name from the basket and we'll see who's winning our £10 voucher tonight. Will it be
Okay.
somebody new or a repeat winner?
It is
Who have we got?
Emily.
Emily.
Well done, Emily.
Emily, you have won a £10 Amazon gift voucher, and that will be winging its way through your email at some point.
And a little shout out to Emily for the backdrop, who, in keeping with the recycling and litter theme, just wanted to remind everybody of the issue that we have in the sea, where the animals and the sea creatures are still fighting all the plastic that we so easily throw away. So thanks, Emily, for remembering that.
Do you know, I was thinking before we quickly say goodbye, two things. When we were in Thailand and went to a beach, a wee bit of a beach holiday for a few days, it was actually really sad because in the space where I could stand on this beautiful beach, in 10 minutes around me, I picked up over 60 something plastic straws that had come up on shore. So it really does matter, guys. It really does make a difference. And we want to leave you with this one interesting fact tonight before we go away. On average, it takes one person in the United Kingdom to produce their own body weight in rubbish in just 7 weeks' time. Think about it.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Recycle, reuse, and renew, guys. Take
Good
care.
job.
God bless. See you
Thanks.
later.
Bye-bye.
We are more than conquerors through Him who loved us, through Him who loved us. We are more than conquerors through Him who loved us, through Him who loves us. Walk in separation from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus. Walk in separation from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus. Walk in separation from the love of God